Last question for me. And if a time traveler came in a year's time and then in 10 years' time, so 2022 and one in 2030, and would tell you about the Bitcoin price, which answers from that time traveler wouldn't surprise you at all? In a year's
I
time
mean,
and in 10 years' time?
well, look, I think it's harder to predict what happens in the next 12 months because you have near-term volatility. I wouldn't try to predict it in 12 months. I think in 10 years, we're going to see billions of people with Bitcoin on their mobile devices. You're gonna see Bitcoin have definitely flipped gold and gone beyond it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin at $1 million a coin in 10 years. I mean, that would be double gold. It's going to at least be double the value of gold. I expect over time it will rapidly approach the value of gold, and then it will approach aggressively the $100 trillion, which is the value of store of value debt, store of value monetary indexes, cash balances held in treasuries, savings accounts, and precious metals. So I think that that's a fairly straightforward future because I think it's the answer to every company's problems, every investor's challenges. And I don't think there's anybody on earth that doesn't want to own their own monetary energy, right? I mean, who doesn't want money? Like money is monetary energy, it's life. So ultimately, if you have a choice, would you like to have your life force under your control so that you know you're not going to starve to death and you can protect your family and live for the rest of your life in comfort? Or would you like to have your money controlled by a bank, controlled by a politician, controlled by a government, maybe interfered with by another government, and maybe it will have value and maybe it won't, and maybe you can access it and maybe you can't? I don't think there's any human being that really wants to give up all their monetary energy, everything they have, to a person behind a person behind a person that may or may not give it back to them. So I think that the future is clear. The future is a world of billions of people with Bitcoin under their control, controlled in their head or in their monetary devices, one way or the other, and all of that monetary energy moving at the speed of light, over intelligent monetary networks, cross borders, cross counterparties, so that the world just functions more efficiently.